Hey, Rico, you on here? Just want to shout out the Stephen Scott Rugby Show. Wish you guys all the best, Andy.
Hey, just shouting out to the Stephen Scott Rugby Show. Keep up the good work.
Quick shout out to the Stephen Scott Rugby Show.
Awesome.
All the best, guys.
Yeah, hi, Darren Shand here from the Stephen Scott Rugby channel.
Hey, Stephen Scott Rugby Show, Nathan Harris here. All the best and good luck for the upcoming shows.
Stephen Scott Rugby Show, have a good one, man. Thanks for supporting us.
Big shout out to Stephen Scott Rugby Show.
Awesome.
Cheers, boys. Hey, going Stephen Scott Rugby Show. Jack, good to hear, mate. Looking forward to the next episode.
Kia ora everybody, I'm Steve and I'm doing it alone tonight. Scott's unavailable tonight, and so what we've decided is I'll do the preview and he'll do the review. So let's get into the naming of the team. This game takes place on Sunday morning, New Zealand and Australia time. And really it's been built up as the clash of the year because it is in effect the number one team, the New Zealand All Blacks, up against Ireland. And so both teams, you've got one team who is the championship winners, so the Southern Hemisphere up against the Six Nation champions in Ireland. And so really it's ready to go there in Ireland, and it's an exciting clash and one that all rugby followers, no matter who you support, are keen to see how this match pans out. I'm going to go through the team really quickly, and then I'm going to briefly give you my thoughts on who will win the game. So let's have a look at the top front row. We've got Carl Tunukuafi. It's great to see him start again. Cody Taylor and Owen Franks. What an amazing year for somebody like Cody Taylor, who, what a workload Cody's been through this year with the Conquering Crusaders. And also he's gone through as the number one hooker for the All Blacks and this year, and played, I think, most of the games minus probably the one against Japan. So he has had an amazing year, Cody Taylor, and a lot of game time. I'm pretty positive that that next week, whether the All Blacks win or lose on Sunday morning, Cody Taylor will have a well-deserved break. Our locks are Brodie Retallick and Samuel Whitelock. You know, I heard in the press that this week that Steve Hansen probably thinks they're probably the best lock pairing that we've ever had. It's a big call, but you know, he would know. The back three, we've got Liam Squire, Artie Savia, and Kieran Reid. And can I say about those three, they're going to have a lot of work to do. The back three for Ireland are very, very good, and they'll be testing this back three. I reckon we're going to see really what Artie Savia is made of with the loss of Sam Cane. Artie, this is a great game for him to stamp his authority and say, the number 7 jumper is mine. Liam Squire too, the same. You know, Liam, yeah, he's okay, but you know, we've got people like Frizzell back home who are injured, and a few other guys around the mark who would be asking Liam Squire a lot of questions. And obviously Kieran Reid, you know, this is his 116th game in the black jumper. Very, very experienced, captain of the All Blacks, and he won't let us down. The guy's gone with the tried and tested Aaron Smith and Beauden Barrett for this football match. The centre pairing is Ryan Crotty and Jack Goodhue. Obviously, Sonny Bill Williams is injured. They've gone back to the Crusader pair of Crotty and Goodhue. Look, they know each other, and you know, depending on how Sonny comes through next year, you know, these guys might be the guys that take us all the way into the World Cup. Our back three, they've gone with D Mac again at 15. Ben Smith on one wing and Rick Ione on the other wing. You know, again, Smith and Ione on the wings was no surprise. D-Mac is no surprise either. Really, D-Mac's really been at the fortune of maybe a failing Barrett. The Barrett, one of the Barrett boys at the back, forget his name, who I think maybe at the beginning of the year the All Blacks would have looked at the Barrett guy and said, he's definitely our 15. He's got the height, but he's had a few shocker games. So I've gone with Damien McKenzie. I hope they, against England, D-Mac was really, really good, and they took him off around the 60th minute, and we lost a bit of shape there. So I hope they keep him on for the full match. How they do that, maybe it's a swap between Bowden Barrett and Richie Mo'unga. There's a whole lot of things going there. I see Damien McKenzie play most of the match. On our bench, we've got Dane Coles, Ofatunga Fasi, Nipololala, Scott Barrett, Matt Todd, TJ Perenara, Richie Mo'unga, and Anton Leonard-Brown comes onto the bench with Sonny not available, obviously. Look, that is a very, very strong All Black team. They got the job done against England. I hear some people saying they were very, very lucky against England. I kind of think that England were probably very, very lucky that it was raining, and they were up against us. It kind of brought that test match back, which is where I'm going to probably take my review now. I think if the rugby match, if it's raining in Ireland, and the forecast is for fine weather, by the way, but if it happens to rain in Ireland, I think it's going to be a tit for tat match, and I think the match could go either way. If it's not raining, I think the All Blacks will run out by 5 to 10 points. I think they are a better football match. One of the problems that Ireland have also is that they're missing their fantastic halfback, and that's a big gap for them to fill. So my prediction is the All Black. If it's raining in Ireland, I think the match could go any way. I still think the All Blacks can pull it off. If it's not raining in Ireland, which the prediction is, with the weather forecast is telling us it's not raining in Ireland. If it's not going to be raining in Ireland, I think the All Blacks will run away with it towards the end. Anyway, that's my prediction. Good luck to both the Irish team and the All Black team. It's going to be a fantastic match. I think whoever wins this football match deserve, whether the rankings tell you or not, to be called the #1 team in the world. And much respect to Ireland also, who over the last 3 to 4 years really have really earned this opportunity to play against All Blacks and really compete and be called the second best team in the world. And if they can win, I have no problems in calling them the best team in the world at this time. But let's see what happens. I just want to say thank you to everybody for supporting our show. If you like what we do, give us a thumbs up, share us with your friends. And remember, we only have one more week after this until the draw of the 2018 signed All Black jumper. Now, to win that jumper, all you need to go to the Stephen Scott Rugby Show on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and that automatically puts you into the draw to win the 2018 signed All Black jumper. That would make a fantastic Christmas present. That would be on its way to the lucky winner at the end of the Italy match next Saturday. We will draw that. We're excited about that. Have a great day. Next week, Scotty and I will come back and we'll see you both together on the Stephen Scott Rugby Show. Wherever you are in the world, have a great day and go the mighty All Blacks.